Y'all like this burn? Yeah, I be really killing the game. You feel me? You feel me? But yeah, go ahead and start the intro, sis, right about now. I want you to breathe. 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 Change positions. Good afternoon to all, and to all a good afternoon. It's your girl Michaela though, here to let you know that I don't do this for show. I do it for real. So as you can tell by the title, we're gonna have a K-Talk. But before we do that, I got a package, you feel me? So if y'all don't know, folks from Detroit, we hustle, you feel me? And my dad is no exception. So he got the hook up with the shoes, you feel me? So this is low-key a part of my birthday present. So I already know what it is, I think. Look at this! Yes, baby. Look at my shoes. These boys is clean, okay? Oh my gosh, I've been looking for these everywhere. Like, they really don't even be selling these for real like that no more. And I'm just so happy. Hold on, I'm about to put them on. Bruh, look at my shoes. These boys so clean. Like, shout out to my dad for real. For the hookup, because these boys so clean. Look at my Air Force Ones. I'm so happy right now. Oh my goodness. These things is too clean, okay? I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, they feel so good, boy. Y'all don't even know. 21 birthday. Let me tell y'all, I've been going through it, but this just made me so happy. Like, I'm so excited for my shoes. Okay, let's get into the talk right now, you feel me? So I was gonna do this conversation last week, but I kind of got sidetracked. I had a lot going on, so I'm about to do this video today before I get super busy again, you feel me? Because I'm just always on the move, you feel me? Always. So this talk is about being solution-based and not being problem-based. I know in my last video or two, in my last couple of videos, you know, I was talking about like people who have friends who are like maybe your friend is a rapist or this or that, and you know, if you don't say anything, you're a part of the problem, you feel me? And I still feel that way, but I also feel like in this type of climate with my generation specifically, I feel like we say a lot of things, we get mad at a lot of stuff, we have all of these problems and these complaints, but who's talking solutions, you feel me? Like I know personally my school is going through some things with like sexual assault and all that type of stuff, but like I feel like as students we're leaning too much on administration to give us an answer when we could be creating an answer ourselves. Like for me personally, I know that I want to start a sexual assault group for people who have been sexually assaulted or people who have family members who have been sexually assaulted, and to be able to have a safe space to talk those things out, you know, share all those type of things, and also learn new things, because you know there's all different types of sexual assault, not just rape. And I feel like that's something that we don't really talk about enough. We don't talk about it in regular conversation. It's a very uncomfortable conversation to have, but it is necessary, and that's how we will lessen the amount of sexual assault encounters that happen, therefore creating a solution. So I say all that to say, how can you become solution based? And I feel like there's a couple things you need to do. First of all, you do need to acknowledge the problem, whether that be you have an addiction, whether that be you're in a bad relationship, whether that be you're not feeling, up to par, whatever you're feeling, depressed. you need to figure out whatever your problem is, okay? And so what your problem is, then you need to be like, what would make me happy? That would be the solution. Like, if I could change this, what would I change about it? You know, what do I want the end result to be? Because I feel like a lot of times people, you know, they work hard, but they don't have a goal that they're working for. And so then they're never happy. And I feel like goals are very important because they're like little check marks on things that you have to get done. You feel me? So let's say that you are have an addiction, right? Your goal is to overcome that addiction, whether it be sex, whether it be gambling, whether it be drugs, whether it be social media. You feel me? Like your goal is to not do that. It might be to figure out how to do it in moderation, or it might be to cut it out altogether. But you do know that you want it to lessen. How would you know, a problem-based person would be like, oh my gosh, I just can't stop doing whatever it is. No, you have to be solution-based. You have to be like, you know what, I really need to lessen this. How can I do that? You feel me? And you need to go about it that way. You need to be like, okay, and you know, it takes 30 days to break a habit. So every day I need to, you know, document, I didn't do this today, or I did this less than I did yesterday, or something like that. Something where you can physically see your progress in getting closer to your goal. I feel like that's very important. I feel like a lot of times people say stuff and they don't back it up because there's nothing to, you know, nothing to hold them to. Sometimes you need to get an accountability partner, you know, to help you keep yourself on track. But I feel like if you don't have one, you definitely need to write it down. Okay, you need to get you a pamphlet, a book, like something that you're gonna see every day. I definitely have like my vision board that I see on my wall. I have a couple other, you know, quotes and things of that nature on my wall. Let me see if you can see it real fast. So if you can see that, I've got all types of stuff on my wall. And that's basically just like little reminders for myself. I definitely, oh geez. Yeah, you feel me? Anyway, I definitely have a lot of stuff on my wall. I've definitely been through a lot of things, and one of those things that I definitely deal with a lot is mental health. I definitely deal with severe depression and anxiety, something that I'm working on. So one thing that I do to be solution-based in, you know, handling that and dealing with that is I have all of these quotes and techniques and all these things that I look at, and I look at each of them every day before I leave the house. And sometimes I focus on a couple of the sheets and be like, I'm gonna do this and this today, or something like that. It's just something to keep me on track for that goal. That goal is to, you know, feel better about myself. I've been known to have panic attacks, and so I definitely look at that. It definitely reduces the amount of panic attacks I have and things of that nature. So I feel like I've definitely learned that I have to be solution based with myself, and I have to portray that, or what's the right word? Project that. That's the word. Project it onto everything else in my life. You feel me? Like if I have a relationship or something, and you know we fall out, what do I want out of it? Because I feel like that's another thing. Just like, don't pick the solution that you think you want. Like, really think about it, because if you and a person are going through it, you feel me, the solution might be to break up, or the solution might be, okay, we need to do better communication. But you really have to, you know, figure out what's best for you. If you and that person don't need to be together anymore, then your solution is to talk it out and let them know, hey, we can't be together no more. This is not good for me. It's toxic for me, whatever. If your solution is, I want to stay with you, then you need to figure out what steps you need to do for us to be happy in that relationship. You feel me? I feel like that's just something that I really wanted to talk about, because I feel like we're just too quick to say this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this don't do nothing for me, this is all that type of stuff, and we never, it's always like, this is happening to me, this is happening to me, you know. Like, I feel like a lot of times, like, let's say if you're religious, you're like, the devil is doing this to me, the devil is doing that to me. Sometimes it's not the devil. Sometimes you need to get your stuff together. It's you, and you need to get your stuff together, and you need to figure out what works for you. You feel me? So if let me think of another example. Okay, so I go to a small school. People are always talking about how my school is boring. We don't do this, we don't do that. But if you know, it's all about student morale. What are you as a student doing to have fun? Because if you're not doing anything to have fun, then how do you expect old white people and old black people to make fun for you? Or even, like, you feel me? Like, that don't even make sense. Like, pick the right friends for the right atmosphere. Like, you know, I got friends that I only party with. I got friends that I have intellectual conversations with. I have friends that I share music with. I have friends that I share poetry with. I have different types of friends for different types of things. I feel like everybody wants to limit themselves because things happen and, you know, humans are flawed and stuff like that. But I just feel like we just crutch too much on the fact that we are not perfect. We crutch too much on the fact that bad things happen to good people. And I just feel like we need to stop that. We need to start becoming more proactive in what we want. We need to start becoming more proactive and going to get what we want if that's the case. You feel me? Like, I just feel that we just need to get back on the ball. Like, if I'm gonna keep taking it to like slavery and racism and stuff like that because that's just my avenue, you feel me? But when things were going rough for us, our ancestors was not like, dang, all this bad stuff is happening to me, and just taking it. Like, you know, things happened to where we were in a predicament for such a long time, but it took brave people, it took proactive people, consistency and determination to, you know, get out of that type of environment and create a different avenue and a different environment. The type of people like Diane Nash and MLK and Malcolm X, you know, those type of people, they did not just sit around and wait for things to happen. They knew that they had to be proactive. They knew that there might have been consequences. And I think that sometimes that stops us from being solution-based is you feel like it will create more problems than solutions. But solutions, real solutions, they're never overnight. They're never like, you know, I just want this to happen. It doesn't work like that. It takes work, okay? It takes being really, you know, involved. It takes being really committed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like too many people, and that goes back to the whole maintain versus obtain. You're gonna have way more problems if you obtain something that you cannot maintain. You feel me? All my talks, I feel like they all coincide with each other. And so that's just something that I really wanted to talk to y'all about today. You feel me? If you thought this was helpful, you know, make sure you like and comment. You feel me? Make sure you comment if you have something that you do to get your goals done, whether it be a vision board, whether it be a checklist. You know, I want to hear from y'all because now I'm starting to get people to actually watch my videos. You feel me? So I definitely want to hear it back from y'all. Like, what y'all want to hear, what y'all want to talk about. Y'all want to talk about some stories or whatever? Because let me tell y'all, I got some stories, okay? So, you know, just make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn that post notifications. Thank you for watching this video. This is your girl, Michaela, though, here to let you know that I don't do this for show. I do it for real.